I'm Don Baskin. I'm the lead singer, guitar player, sax player for the Syndicate of Sound, band from the 60s. And we are most famous for our biggest hit, Little Girl, recorded in 1966. And we're even in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame if you go to the one-hit wonder part. and we have a special plaque there that actually gives us a chance to, I guess, we have a picture there, a little quote, and they play a tape loop every 20 minutes or so that has Little Girl wrapped in with the 14 other bands that were honored for something called a specific contribution to the direction of rock and roll is what they said. I didn't know what the hell they were talking about, but that's what they said. So that's me, that's where I am, here I am.
What year did you guys get started with the Syndicate of Sound?
We changed the name to the band in the Syndicate of Sound in 1965, or late 64. Before that, we were the Pharaohs in high school, and that was about 1961 that we started. No bass player, just a couple of guitars, 2 saxes, which Bob's a bass player now. He was a sax player, and I was mainly just a sax player, didn't sing. So we played R&B, rhythm and blues mainly. And when the Beatles came along, well, I started singing. Picked up a guitar, and Bob picked up the bass, and the other guys jumped in, and we started the Syndicate.
Now, when you used the band The Pharaohs, were you inspired by other bands named The
Oh,
Pharaohs?
yeah. Well, no, there was no band as far as we knew named The Pharaohs, but I think Sam the Sham, of course, was later. So this was 1961. So and we played nothing but instrumentals. There were no vocals. It's just like instrumentals, and that was it. And then later we started doing rhythm and blues stuff like James Brown and Bobby Bland and that kind of thing that lends itself to saxophones and things like that. And added a lead singer and changed the name again to Lenny Lee and the Nightmen. And and then after that it rolled into the Syndicate after the Beatles came. It hit really in '64. So that's when we made the big change. But through the years, other artists have covered Little Girl. Everyone from Dwight Yoakam to the Divinyls. A lot of people have played it, the Dead Boys. I know that there are several groups that play it live. So we're always surprised by people, asking for licenses to play Little Girl and to do a cover of it. We're happy about it, very happy about it.
Now, who were the people that actually wrote this song?
Myself and Bob, the bass player.
And how did this come about?
Well, in San Jose, the way to stay on top was to have a record on the air somewhere, at KLIV usually, because that was the station that was the San Jose station. So we had a tune that after we won that battle of the bands, of 100 bands, part of that deal was we got a recording contract. So we went down to Los Angeles and recorded for Bob Keane on Delphi Records. Now Bob Keane had Ritchie Valens and Bobby Fuller. They both, as you know, passed away. Before that, we were recording thinking, are we next or what is going on? But we went down and we cut a couple of tunes and then we released it locally. And so we were still maintain our status in the area. Well, about 6 months went by, and so we had to write something else. And our manager said, you guys got to go in the studio and do some more. The shine is off the pumpkin here. We got to move on. So we did that, and Bob and I just got together and wrote the song. It took us about 20 minutes. And then the group just put it together, and bang, we recorded it right here in San Francisco. Golden State Recorders on Harrison, I think it is.
Now,
and that's it.